What's up, guys? This is the Last Pick Sports Podcast, episode 5. I'm your co-host, Peyton.
And I'm Leighton, and today we talked about college football week 8, NFL week 7, and with NBA right around the corner, we got into some NBA predictions for this upcoming season. Hope you enjoy.
Episode 5.
What'd you do? What'd you get up to this week? You've been playing a lot of
Disc golf.
Disc golf.
I've been playing disc golf recently. I
a lot of disc golf.
My days off are Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, but we spend all Sunday working on podcast stuff. It's way more work than you would think. So my days off are really just Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
And everyone else is working on those days, so I've just been playing disc golf like by myself, like grinding. Point where I feel like I need Tommy John surgery at the end of the day. Friday, my elbow hurts so bad.
I've played one time before, but I don't like you play with actual disc golf.
Yeah,
Frisbees.
I have like 20 discs in my bag, and I'm not gonna say I use all 20, but there is a solid, probably 10 of them that I choose from depending on like what the shot is.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a limit in how many you can have? Because in golf there is.
Is there in golf? What is the
Yeah.
limit?
I want to say 14 clubs.
I don't know if there is actually. Now that I think about it, I don't know. I would say like most professionals probably carry like around 20 in their bag and probably use like 12 to 15.
I was about to ask a question that could have been probably like the stupidest question I was about to ask.
Wait.
I was just say, do you like, because there's 14 in high school golf tournaments. I played high school golf. There was a 14 club limit,
Yeah.
and I would always bring like my 14th club. I would have a left-handed 9-iron. I was about to ask, do you have any left-handed frisbees?
Yeah, I have a left-handed driver, dude. It flies.
No, but for real though, that left-handed 9-iron came in clutch. Like if I'm up against a tree and I can't hit a right-handed shot,
Oh, you just flip
I
it
would
over?
I would just use my left-handed one.
Oh, really?
And I got like so decent at it where I could hit like a decent 9-iron left-handed shot.
Really?
Like a chip shot, not like
not hitting it far, but
like a little chip shot around the
it's
green.
actually kind of
I know
smart.
it came
to
in
be
clutch
honest.
like more often than you'd think in tournaments.
That's great. Yeah, that's what I use my left-handed disc for. Like if I'm at a weird angle, dude, I just throw my left-handed disc.
For real?
No.
Oh,
No. I got my first hole-in-one though last week, which was huge.
you told me about that.
Yeah, I was just screaming in the woods by myself. Homeless people were probably terrified, but it was electric. It was big, very big.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was driving the other day. This is so random.
Driving like a
No. I was driving my car to meet someone for
Got it.
lunch. This is so random, but there was like a wreck on the side of the road over kind of on Wellington, but the person like they got in the wreck was just laying there like on the ground on the sidewalk under what was like a Halloween store. It was like a 12-foot skeleton just like standing over them, and they were just laying there like looked like they were half dead, dude. That'd probably be the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
It was like a Halloween decoration.
It was like a Halloween decoration for a Halloween store. They're just laying there, just got in a wreck, and there's just a 12-foot skeleton laying over them.
That's death.
Dude,
That's death.
I would be
standing above you.
mortified if I got in a wreck and
That's
opened my eyes. And
That's
what
like
was looking
seeing
at
the
me.
Grim Reaper.
Dude, oh yeah.
Imagine it's like pointing just
Yeah.
at you. Oh,
So
man.
hopefully that person's okay.
I might die of pure shock if that happened.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to bring up is before we get into football is my hometown friends came. We're recording on Sunday. They came just 2 days ago on Friday and stayed with us Friday night and last night, and we had a good time. We're all from Kansas, including me, so they came up just to watch the Arkansas game versus A&M, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But it was a pretty fun time. They love it. They love it here. Like they love the bar scene here.
Really?
The bar scene back home, I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've been to the bars back home, just because I turned 21 while I lived here, so I rarely went home to go do that.
Like in Manhattan.
Yeah, in Manhattan, Kansas. It's good. It's okay there. It's fun, but like, I don't know. My definition of fun now is different. Like I have fun with them, like my hometown friends going to the bars, because I rarely get to see them. But like honestly, me and you and like us, we don't go.
I don't even like going out anymore,
I don't either.
to be honest.
I will say I had a fun time with my friends, but
Yeah.
I think it was more because I don't see them often.
Yeah.
Like, I think if we would have done anything, I would have had fun. But yeah, we went to the game. We unfortunately lost. We'll get into that loss later. But there's another story I want to tell from that, which I didn't even know about it until this morning. But one of my friends, his name is JJ. We live probably, how far is our house? Our house, like driving distance from the bars here, is probably 15 minutes.
It's about 15 minutes.
15 minutes. JJ, I got home last night at like midnight before all of them because I was tired and I just wasn't feeling very good. So I got home, Ubered myself home. They were adamant on staying, so they stayed out. JJ was the next one to come home. JJ didn't get an Uber. He got he got one of those rentable scooters.
A little VO scooter.
A little VO scooter, and scootered from the bars back to our house, which is a 15-minute drive.
Dude, that's so far.
And he told me, which I don't think I told you this yet. He told me this, which is a complete lie. I don't know why he said this. He said it was a 7-minute scooter drive.
He must have been hammered because that is so far away.
He was.
Dude.
He sent me videos of him. He was on the road. He drove it on the road.
Like on like the
on
highway?
the highway. He said cars were passing him, and like people were yelling at him.
Dude, I'm surprised he didn't get a DUI, to be honest.
Dude, the scooter's still parked in our front yard.
You can get a DUI.
I know. I told him,
which
I
is
was like,
stupid because that's half the reason I feel like
scooters
you take a
exist,
scooter, but dude, that is so far.
He said he didn't run into any cops. It's very far. I don't know how many miles away that is, but yeah. And then I think the next one to come home was my cousin Grant. I think he Ubered himself home, and the last one to come home. We all came home at separate times.
How did that even happen?
I don't know. I kind of started it off because it was like midnight, and I was like, dude, I don't feel good. I need to go home. JJ was the next one to come home by himself. I think Grant Ubered himself home, and then Jake, my other buddy, was the last one to come home, I think. And he said that he didn't get an Uber. He just paid someone $5 to drive him home.
Really?
That's what he told me.
Actually a good deal.
I know. But yeah, fun weekend.
Yeah, every time like we mention going out, it's in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna be so fun. And then we go out and it sucks. You're having the same conversations with people, but you're just screaming.
Like a good night to me is chilling with my roommates, like you, or Winston and Eli, our other two roommates, and just like watching football, which is our usual Sunday. We go to church in the morning, we go get lunch. We bring the lunch home, and we just chill and watch NFL all day long.
Yeah.
And then we record the podcast and we take notes. That's so much fun.
Yeah, that's more fun than screaming at a bar talking to the same people I would be talking to if we stayed.
And like it's fun when you see some people you haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Like when I was out this weekend, I saw some of my pledge brothers that I haven't seen since I graduated, which was like a couple months ago, but I hadn't seen them in a while, so it was good to see them. But yeah, other than seeing people you haven't seen in a while, I don't enjoy it.
I agree with you totally.
Then move on to college football.
All right, let's just go ahead and jump into college football.
All right, let's jump into college football week 8.
It was a crazy week in college football.
It was.
Last week we did
upsets.
Last week we did our playoff prediction, and I felt very confident about the teams I had in the playoff. I said that there would be 3 undefeated teams, and 2 of them lost this week.
2 of them lost, but there are still. I mean, out of the remaining undefeated teams, I mean, I think 3 of mine are actually at the top. Who did I have last week? No.
You had Miami. Yeah. And they lost.
But I mean, I guess we can go over this after we go over the games. Let's go. Yeah, let's start with.
Start with Louisville, Miami.
Yeah, from
the
Friday
night game. So Louisville was at number 2 Miami, and Louisville won this one, 24-21.
Yeah, I watched this one at the bars. It was. I just looked up and saw that Miami was losing, and then they came back, almost won it, and I was like, I forgot what happened at the end. If it was an interception or.
Yeah, he threw an interception to lose the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he threw Carson Beck, is who we're talking about, who was maybe my Heisman favorite.
Yeah.
0 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
And this kind of reminded me why I hate Carson Beck so much, because
he can be the best quarterback in the league, and then.
Yeah, and after the game, he didn't even really take the blame for throwing 4 interceptions. Like,
really?
Yeah, he was talking about the last play of the game, which was like the game sealing interception. He was like, yeah, blah blah. It doesn't really help that we ran the wrong play, and that's why I threw an interception. It's like, dude, sometimes you just gotta man up and
sometimes
take
you got
the
to take the
blame for it.
ownership.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Especially being quarterback, like that's the position where you take.
yeah, even if it's not your fault,
Yeah,
you still
exactly.
kind of just
That's
take
what
the
teams
blame.
look for,
Yeah,
especially NFL teams.
but yeah, this is also why Miami doesn't deserve to have a good college football team. Like their stadium was like a third full, and they're the second best team in the nation. Like, dude, states like Nebraska, West Virginia, and Arkansas, like I know those states would literally die to have a college football team as good as Miami, and like Miami, like citizens of Miami don't even care.
I mean, yeah, Arkansas A&M game, it got delayed 2 hours, and it was still gloomy weather, and the stadium was pretty packed.
Like Miami they already have the Heat, they have the Dolphins, they have Messi there. Like they don't deserve to have a good college football team too. I'm saying all this. I was literally last week on on an absolute bandwagon of Miami.
To be to their credit though, like it's one loss. I would have to see I'd have to see the rest of the season, but I don't want to count it against them. But I guess I'll go over this now. The undefeated teams that still remain are Ohio State, which they're looking like they might go back to back.
Yeah, they're incredible.
Texas A&M. It was a one-score game against Arkansas. We still lost, but they look good. Indiana, and then BYU, and Georgia Tech, and Navy.
We're down to not too many.
6.
Yeah.
6 undefeated teams.
And man, I don't think Ohio State will lose a game. I don't think Indiana will lose a game until they play Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship.
Yeah. I
could go through all of them. Honestly, screw it. I'll just go ahead and go through all of them. I don't think BYU will lose a game this season until they play Texas Tech in the Big 12 Championship, who lost this week. I think Texas Tech will beat them, which will put us in a interesting position on where do we put them in the playoff.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech, I think they'll lose to Georgia at the end of the season. Navy, I haven't looked at their schedule, but they'll probably win out.
Yeah.
Who was the other one? Was there another one that I was missing? Ohio State, Indiana. A&M. I think A&M they'll drop one for sure.
Oh yeah. If they don't, I'll be very surprised.
I'd be shocked if they didn't drop one. I still think they'll make the playoff, but yeah, there's not too many undefeated teams left. We'll get into it more, but Texas Tech, and they lost today as well. But Miami, I still think they'll make the playoff.
I do too. I still think they'll win the
ACC championship. I think they'll win out. Like Louisville's actually not a bad team whenever you look at it. They only have one loss. But yeah, they're no longer going to be a top 3 seed like I had them, but they'll still make the playoff, I think. Moving on to the other Friday night game.
Nebraska, Minnesota.
Yeah.
This was a big loss for Nebraska, giant win for Minnesota.
Yeah.
Our boy Drake Lindsey, he
played great. He was 16 for 20 with 1 passing touchdown. He had his first rushing touchdown as well. Which whenever I checked the stats mid-game, he had 1 rushing touchdown on 2 rushing attempts for -1 yards.
Oh yeah.
Dynamic runner. But no, this was big for Minnesota. Drake looked great. He had a couple balls that were placed perfectly.
Yeah. This is another one I saw at the bars. So
yeah,
a lot of these games up to the bars for. So
your boys were in town.
Yeah.
So.
Forgive me if I'm a little rusty on the knowledge this week. But.
Yeah. They held the defense though looked great. They held Nebraska to no touchdowns.
Yeah.
And then they rushed the field, which rushing the field against the number 25 team in the nation.
It's a statement, but also Minnesota, I think, deserves it.
That's what I was gonna say. I was seeing they're getting a lot of heat for it. Anytime that you have the chance to rush the field, do it.
Do it.
Do it. I've gotten to do it 4 times now, and those are actually 4 memories that I'll never.
Dude,
forget.
I remember every game that I've missed every game that people have rushed the field.
Are you serious?
I missed the Texas game where they rushed the field.
Yeah.
What were the four that you're talking about?
I went
You
to
went to the Texas.
Arkansas beat Texas
I missed
in
that.
2021.
Yep.
Arkansas beat number 1 Auburn in basketball in 2022.
I watched that from my house.
Arkansas beat Duke 2 years ago in basketball.
We left the stadium early.
Are you what? Why?
I don't know. This was when Jake lived here.
Oh, dude, that's brutal.
Yeah.
And then Arkansas beat number 4 Tennessee last year.
And we were at the bars.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to rub it in your face, but those were like maybe 4 of the best moments.
Maybe that's why we lost.
Yeah. If we're ever in a like close game with a team that we shouldn't beat, you need to get out. Like,
no,
get out. Yeah, just don't go.
Because I was there. I was at the A&M game this week. If I hadn't have gone.
Yeah, if you would have left the game, or if you guys just went to Dixon to watch the game, we probably would have won.
I think we would have won.
So I think this loss is on you.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah. But yeah, listen, Minnesota is getting heat for rushing the field. Like I said, if you have the chance to rush the field, do it.
Yeah.
I love it. And it honestly, it was a big win though. Like, this has put Minnesota like on the right track. They only have 2 losses.
Yeah, they're
like,
5-2.
They're not. I don't think they're going to make the playoff by any means. But
I mean, one of their losses is against Ohio State, so you can't really mark them for that.
Yeah.
The other loss is against
Cal,
which is a good team.
Yeah, they're a good team, and it was a close game. It was earlier in the season. I don't know. Minnesota is in a spot to make a great bowl game this year. I don't know. They're a good team.
I don't know what the rest of their season looks like, or schedule, but
I'm not sure either. But they have the chance to win about 9 games.
After the games that I've watched from Drake Lindsey, I have a lot of faith that he'll have a good rest of the season.
Yeah,
and hopefully a good next season.
Yeah, he's only a freshman.
Yeah.
So he's gonna ceilings through the roof.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll stay there, but if he does,
I think he will.
Yeah,
I think he will. I think Minnesota is a great spot for him,
and him and the coach have a good.
Yeah, I think they have a great relationship.
Good
him and
dynamic.
PJ Fleck,
Yeah.
from what I've heard. Hopefully, we can get Drake on this podcast at some point.
I did watch when they rushed the field. Who's Minnesota's coach?
PJ Fleck.
PJ Fleck. When they rushed the field, like he went right up to Drake and just
really, yeah, I think they have a great relationship. Yeah,
because you also see like their relationship when they're in a tough spot. Like he will get on.
He'll hop on.
He'll hop on Drake, which is the signs of
I want
a coach.
You need that. That's how they say Saban was. Like Saban would take the guys out to his lake house and like have a great time with them, but the stories about him.
He'll chew you out if you Which is one thing Sam Pittman I don't think did.
Yeah,
a very good job of.
Yeah, you need a coach that
you need a coach that
cares about you but can hop on you.
You need a coach that you fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to say it. Definitely.
Or that you have respect for.
The other Friday night game, we won't talk too much about this one, but North Carolina dropped to 2-4 after losing to Cal 21-18. I was just going to ask you, you think Bill Belichick thinks that if they finish last in the ACC, he'll get the number 1 prospect in the country? Like, you think he thinks that this is the NFL, where if they have the worst record, he just gets the number 1 player?
I don't know how old is he?
74.
Maybe.
I think I'm pretty sure that he just thinks that if they're terrible, then he's going to get better recruits. Somebody needs to tell him. I think Jordan needs to tell him that's not how it works. But
maybe they have told him. He's just so old that he forgot.
He might, maybe so.
Because he's an amazing coach, but like maybe college just isn't for him.
This has been shocking to me. Like, I don't know what my full expectations were going into the season, but it definitely wasn't too.
Because there's a lot of similarities in college and NFL, but there's also
a lot of differences.
But if you look at Ohio State's coach, like he was in
Matt Patricia, their defensive coordinator, and he's just killing it. He's killing it. So, but yeah, I mean, North Carolina. I feel bad for North Carolina fans. I know how excited they were to get him, and it was terrible. Moving on to number 17 Vanderbilt versus number 10 LSU. Vanderbilt won 31-24. What'd you think about this one?
I think Garrett Nussmeier outplayed Pavia.
Yeah.
In just pure stat wise, but Vanderbilt pulled out the win. I honestly I don't really have feelings towards this game. I don't really like Pavia.
Yeah,
you were talking about this not too long ago. He's one of those cocky guys that you personally don't like him because cocky quarterbacks especially. You either love them or you
Yeah.
don't.
It's kind of like if they're your quarterback, you love them, but if it's a quarterback on another team, it's like, oh gosh, can't stand that.
If it's yeah.
Yeah, Pavia, he had 160 yards passing, 86 yards rushing, 1 passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, which is a good stat line.
Yeah.
It's nothing out of this world. 2 rushing touchdowns is pretty impressive for a quarterback. But after the game, he was apparently unavailable for a post-game conference, and the rumor is that he was already hammered, which means he would have had to get like obliterated right after the game in the locker room not to be able to make post-game conference.
How old is he? 24?
He's 25, I'm pretty sure.
25?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I can look it up. So,
how old's Jackson Dart?
24. He's 24.
Jackson Dart's 22?
Yeah, he's younger. Yeah, Pavia is older than a lot of
That's crazy.
young.
Dude, that's the other thing. Is Jackson Dart's pretty cocky. And I saw a video taken like maybe a little less than a week ago of talking about cocky quarterbacks. Some fan, it was a video of some fan like trying to dap Jackson Dart up. Like Jackson Dart was signing autographs and he was like, Jackson, can I get a fist bump? Can I get a fist bump? And Jackson Dart just wasn't even looking at him.
Really?
100% hurt him because he was. I mean, it was like from me to you, and say you're Jackson Dart. I'm like Jackson. I'm like taking a video. I'm like Jackson. Say you're like signing something. Pretend to be signing something. I'm like Jackson. Can I get a fist bump? Can I get a fist bump? He wasn't even looking at him. He didn't look at the guy, and then he just walked away.
And it's funny because if Pavia did that, I would hate him so much. But since Jackson Dart did it, it's like kind of funny.
It's kind of funny.
I like him.
It is kind of funny. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Pavia's at the age where he needs to stop. He's so old. He needs to stop going
He needs to
out
get a
and being
job.
like that. He just needs to get on his recliner, have a few beers, and fall asleep. Like he's that old. I mean, I don't know why he's still. Yeah, I don't know.
Good for him though. Good win.
Yeah, great win for Vanderbilt. I mean, I'm pretty interested in seeing how they finish out the rest of their season, and then LSU is a tough loss for them. I
mean, both those teams are what, 5-2 now?
I think Vanderbilt only has
6-1.
one loss. Yeah, LSU's not out of playoff contention, but it's gonna be hard.
If anything, they'll make a good bowl game.
Yeah. All right, moving on to number 12, Georgia Tech at Duke. Georgia Tech won this one 27-18. I don't have much on this game other than I kind of thought this was a trap game because the spread was only Georgia Tech -2, which I just thought that was a very weird line because Georgia Tech's undefeated going in. Duke's not a bad team, but I don't know. Georgia Tech opened this game up. First touchdown was a 95-yard fumble recovery for them.
I'm making sure your thing is still on. Is it still on? Is there a yellow light?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't touch you like that.
Yeah, it was a 95-yard fumble recovery for Georgia Tech that kind of set the tone. Haynes King had 205 yards passing and 120 yards rushing. He's been great for them.
Yeah, I didn't have any notes on this game.
Yeah, Georgia Tech's first 7-0 start since 1966.
Really?
So watch out for Georgia Tech. They're fun. Next one was number 14, Oklahoma at South Carolina. Oklahoma won this one 27-7.
Yeah.
All I have to say about this is
they're 6-1 now, right?
Yeah, Oklahoma is 6-1. They can do some damage. They have a hard back end of their schedule.
Yeah, they would have to win out to really secure a spot.
I think they could afford one more loss, but even that will be very difficult. All I'm gonna say is quit hyping up Lenora Sellers so much. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the media. I don't know what the deal. Like if you're gonna hype up Lenora Sellers and he's on 3 and 4 South Carolina, you need to start talking about Taylon Green some more because at least Taylon Green puts up the numbers to back it up. They're both on losing teams that aren't very good.
But all of Arkansas's losses are, except for Notre Dame,
because of the defense.
Yeah, the defense.
Yeah, and they're still talking about Lenora Sellers like he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. This game he had only 124 yards passing, -9 yards rushing. Like, I'm sick of it. If you're going to talk about him, at least talk about Taylon Green because at least Taylon Green's putting up the numbers on a bad team.
And like I said, every loss, Notre Dame, I'm going to exclude that. That was a horrible loss. But
yeah, that was bad.
Ole Miss, Memphis, Tennessee, and this week A&M, it's a one-loss game,
Mhm.
one-score loss game, and I don't want to blame it on the defense, but I will blame it on the defense.
Well, it's we're losing by single digits,
Or
and
it's
we're
ball
putting
security.
up 30, 40 points
Yeah.
each game, so you can't blame it on anybody but the defense, and maybe a late game fumble, but at that point, the offense has already done so much, you can't ask them to do that much more.
Yeah.
If Arkansas had a top-tier defense, they'd be one of the best. I'll say they'd be one of the best teams in the country. Like, they'd be top 15, to be honest.
I would agree with that.
The offense is incredible. At least the skill players, at least. The offensive line looked rough, which we'll get more into. But big game in the SEC. Number 5, Ole Miss at number 9, Georgia. Georgia won this one 43-35.
Now, I talked about this last week. I said I would have to see the Ole Miss versus Georgia game to really judge Ole Miss. Because if Ole Miss had won this game, I'd be talking about them a lot different than I am now. I'm not calling them fraudulent,
Mm-hmm.
but they lost against Georgia. This is their biggest loss. It's their only loss.
Mm-hmm.
But also, this is Georgia only has one loss, and that's to Bama.
Alabama.
And that's a better loss than Ole Miss to. Well, actually, I don't know.
Georgia.
Because Alabama's
It's
only.
interesting.
It
thought
is.
to think about.
Alabama. Georgia's only losses to Alabama. Alabama's only losses to Florida State, which is a bad loss because Florida State sucks. But also, it was the first game of the season. And Ole Miss only losses to Georgia, which now that I'm thinking about it, shoot.
So now I think we have to look at every Florida State loss, and and then the teams that beat them, we have to look at their losses until we get all the way back to probably some random FCS school in North Dakota.
Yeah, to really judge
And then
it.
they're the best team in the country.
But yeah, I don't know. Ole Miss, I think Georgia is a better team than Ole Miss. Obviously, even without this game, I probably would have said that.
Mhm.
This game kind of just proved it to me. I still think Ole Miss is an amazing team.
Yeah,
I love Lane Kiffin.
yeah, I do too.
I love Lane Kiffin. I don't like Ole Miss as a team.
I
that's just-
hate the school.
I hate the
yeah,
school. But,
yeah.
well, hate's a strong word. I dislike the school.
I'll almost say I hate the school. I went down there a couple times, and my goodness,
Really?
I don't like those kids down there.
Yeah, that's fair.
We have friends.
The town is cool.
So we have friends down there. I like our friends down there.
Yeah, I love our
The
friends
guys
there.
down there were like the most spoiled. Oh, just don't even get me started. Bro. I didn't like it.
I didn't really have too many run-ins with the guys down there. Won't lie, but the town is a cool town.
Yeah, whenever I went down there, I felt like I was in an Outer Banks episode.
Yeah,
But not
Not in a good way.
not like the Pokes. Or wait, what is it? What's the rich people in Outer Banks?
I think it's a bad word.
Yeah, I felt like I was in the rich.
KOOK. Is that a bad word?
You're thinking of something else, but I'm not gonna
What am I
say
think? Oh,
it.
okay. I'm just gonna refrain from saying.
Anyway, yeah, the first season of Outer Banks where they went to that like midsummer festival, like rich person festival.
The golf thing? Oh, the
Holy, that's what it felt like whenever I was at Ole Miss.
where JJ gets in a fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, all the dudes had like slick back hair and like $10,000 watches on at least. And they were playing like we were at a fraternity function. They were playing like classical music. I was like, what in the world is going on?
And I will say their bar covers.
It's like $100 at least.
It's over $100.
Yeah.
We went during the day you have to get bands, at this one bar called the Library, you have to get bands to go into the bars, or you usually get them at the door. And you can go during the day to get the bands to be able to go out at night.
Yeah.
We went during the day to get bands, and it was $60 just to go during the day. We went back to go at night, and it was like 120 or something like that. It was double.
Dude.
Just
you're
to go into
crazy
a bar.
If you think I'm paying
It's
that,
yeah.
bro. That's how you know those kids are spoiled down there.
We paid $60, and I only paid that because it was a one-time thing, and like I went down there to see some friends, and I had a good time. But yeah, it is a very rich person.
Oh yeah. If there was ever a fraternity function at Arkansas that was playing live classical music the whole way through, I mean,
Because-
I just don't understand it. What in the world is that?
Were they wearing like suits and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it was the craziest thing I've ever seen, dude.
Really?
It was unbelievable. I was so confused. But yeah, anyway.
That's kind of funny.
I actually, going back to the Georgia Ole Miss game, I didn't know completely how I felt about both these teams going in. I still don't feel super great about them, but I actually feel better about both these teams after watching this game.
Really?
Because I thought they both actually looked like pretty good. The offenses.
I mean, it wasn't a blowout.
You know, this was a fun game to watch.
Yeah.
Like the offenses both look great. I feel better about these teams than I did before.
Trinidad Chambliss, ever since he started, is
He's incredible.
He's incredible.
And
Going from a D2 championship quarterback to playing D1, playing at D1 at the highest level, he's shown up and he's carried Ole Miss thus far.
It kind of makes you wonder what was happening in the offseason for him not to have won the starting job. Like, how does that happen? Where he's like,
I mean, the only reason he got the starting job is because
the starter got hurt.
Yeah.
And then he came in and was balling. It's like, gosh, was he just looking terrible in practice or was the starter looking that good? Good. He's like,
I don't know. I mean, because they started week 2. He started week 2 or week 3?
I think it was week 2. Or he played week 2.
He started the week they played Arkansas, which would have been week.
That was like week 3. For sure. Yeah.
So that means they won the first 2 games with the previous starter.
Yeah.
They probably had
But it was 2 teams that weren't good.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been great.
Yeah.
Lane, I don't know if you saw it, but Lane Kiffin on his first timeout, he went up to the ref, was doing this, calling timeout. The ref blew the whistle, said timeout, and then he grabbed the ref and he was like, "What are you doing?" I was just clapping. Like trying to mock Kirby, which I thought was funny. Lane's just a troll. He's like always mocks Kirby.
Did he get in trouble for that?
No, the ref thought it was hilarious.
That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, we can move on to the next one. This is a quick one I don't have much on. Number 1 Ohio State remains undefeated against Wisconsin, winning 34-0.
Yeah.
Only thing I have from this game was Ohio State may have won, but Wisconsin had the play of the day. They had a fake punt where apparently the fake punt wasn't even called. The punter just caught the snap and said, "Screw it, I'm going for it."
Really?
Yeah, and it was late in the game. It literally didn't change the game at all. There was a super long 4th down. He took off, actually made a pretty good move on a guy to get past him, got the first down. Everyone went nuts. Then they lost 34-0. But
that's the thing about Ohio State is all these other undefeated or even one-loss teams, when they play like a team in the Wisconsin type team,
yeah,
it'll be like a closer game.
Yeah, there's been some sneaky close games.
Ohio State is just destroying these teams that they should be destroying.
Yeah,
and they're winning the games against these top teams. I think there's a good chance Ohio State, just wins out.
Goes back to that. I don't think it's. I've seen it's kind of a debate who was better, Ohio State last year or Ohio State this year. They might be better this year. Like, they really might. I mean, they have a lot of the same guys, and then their defense just looks so incredible. But moving on, this was a big upset that I did not see coming. Arizona State versus number 7 Texas Tech. Arizona State won 26-22, which was Texas Tech's first loss of the season.
Yeah.
I had Texas Tech going undefeated and making the college football playoff as the 4 seed, so this was a shock to me.
Yeah.
It was also the first week that I bet Texas Tech money line, which was, of course. Tech. It was actually a crazy ending though. Tech was down 7-19 with 3.5 minutes left, and they scored 2 touchdowns in a minute and a half, making the score 22-19. Then being up with 2 minutes to go, Arizona State then drove down the field and had the game-winning touchdown, and then rushed the field. Love to see another field rush.
I love field rushes.
There's nothing better. And then some of the players got into a little altercation with some fans I saw on Instagram. But
really?
It's like,
if
I had just lost my first game of the season, some kid was this close to my face flipping me off. Like, dude, I don't know how I wouldn't punch him in the face.
I mean, it'd be very hard not to.
Yeah.
Or to at least say something.
Yeah, But with that being said, whenever we beat Duke, I was this close to John Shire's face, their coach.
Really?
Telling him he's I was so close to him, just screaming at him.
Did he say anything?
No, he was just straight face, just walking up. Like, a cop pushed me back. Not like bad. It wasn't a big deal, but
I didn't know that.
He just pushed me and nudged me off. Yeah. Yeah, but if someone was doing that to me though, oh my gosh, I would be so mad. But
Yeah, I don't know if I have the. I would like to say I have the self
control.
control to not, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be furious. This was another close one that should not have been close. Number 21 Texas held off Kentucky 16-13 in overtime. Arch looked terrible. He was 12 for 27, which with 132 yards and no touchdowns. Not much to say about this one either, other than I thought Texas had kind of felt a little bit or caught a little bit of a groove last week, and I don't think they did. I still don't really think they're that good.
I just don't think. I hate to say it, but I don't think Arch is a. I don't think he's a good, amazing.
You think he's good?
I mean,
straight up.
No.
I mean that's not. But that wouldn't even be that crazy.
It's not crazy to say, but I don't even know if I'd say that. I mean, I don't think he's a. I think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's a SEC caliber quarterback.
Like, great. I think my take. He's had a bad year. I think he's going to come back next year and he's going to have a really solid year. I don't think he's going to have a Heisman year, but I think he's going to come back next year and have a really solid year.
I hope he does.
I also hope he does because I kind of feel bad for him. Like the pressure that.
I mean, some of the games he got in last year,
he looked
so good.
And that just means that if he's playing free and
I wonder if that's because like last year the games he did get in, I mean, maybe he just wasn't feeling much of the pressure because he's like, I'm not a starter, I can just play.
Yeah.
And this year he's like, oh shoot, all eyes are on me.
Yeah.
I'm the guy.
I have a Red Bull deal.
Yeah. I have a Viore deal.
Yeah. I think it was, which if he can kind of get over the pressure, which is super hard. They're literally comparing him to like LeBron. I don't even know how you compare that, but before the season, they were literally doing that. If he can get over that, we've seen that he can be a great quarterback. Yeah. It's too much pressure for anyone to handle.
I'm not praying on his downfall. I want him to be good.
I do too.
I mean, not only because he bears the Manning name, but like he's a likable guy from what I've seen.
Yeah, he seems like a fun guy.
Yeah.
Like, UCLA remains undefeated with Jerry Neuheisel as the offensive coordinator. They win over Maryland 20-17 is their third straight win. I saw a video this week on Instagram. Someone was asking Neuheisel what his dream was, and he said his dream was to be the head coach at UCLA.
I don't think that's that far off.
I think they should just give it to him. If you care that much about being the head coach of UCLA, just give it to him.
And from what the first 4 games of the season were so
they were so bad.
And then to have the turnaround that they have just because they had an interim offensive coordinator come in that used to play for them, and he's turned 3 games, and I mean, I think if he doesn't get the head coach job, at least
he's gonna get a good job somewhere. I don't know if it'll be a head coaching job, but at least a OC.
I don't think he'll leave UCLA though.
He seems like he loves it there.
Well, he played there.
And he looks like UCLA guy with how blonde he is.
He's
the blondest
like
coach I've ever seen.
Or what's the other guy from Shrek?
I know who you're talking about.
The prince from Shrek. What's his name? Prince.
He's the blondest coach I think I've ever seen.
Prince Charming. That's really?
Is that his name? He does look like
he looks like Prince Charming. That's kind of gay for me to say that, but
it's not a not a diss though.
I don't mean it, and that's not a diss.
But it's also not He
has cool blonde hair.
Yeah. Anyway, give it to him. Screw it. Take a risk. I'll love.
It's not even a risk at this point. I don't think.
I mean, he's just young. That's it.
Yeah.
But he's proved that he can call some plays. I'll tell you that much. At least hire him at OC for the rest of or actually hire him.
Yeah.
Another big game down in Alabama. Number 6 Alabama versus number 11 Tennessee. Alabama won 37-20.
Yep. I don't know if this is a shock to me that Alabama won this game, but from that first game of the season, losing to Florida State, I think Alabama is. If Alabama hadn't have lost that game,
I mean, they'd be number 2.
They'd be number 2.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think they'll be next week? 4? 5?
Well, A&M will. Okay, let's think.
Miami's
Ohio
dropped.
State will be 1.
100%.
Indiana will be 2.
100%.
A&M will probably be 3, to be honest. Who's 5 right now? Oregon?
No, Oregon's 8 right now. 5
You
is...
look at the AP poll. Honestly, the AP polls already came out.
Texas, yeah, probably. 5 is Ole Miss.
Yeah, it has came out, and Alabama is number 4. Yeah.
Who's 1? Well, Ohio State.
Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Alabama, Georgia, Oregon, Georgia Tech, Ole Miss, Miami, Vanderbilt.
So Ole Miss fell to 9?
8.
8.
Miami fell to 9, and Vanderbilt made their way up to 10. It's kind of an interesting AP poll because there's still some undefeated teams.
BYU.
Like BYU's 11, Georgia Tech's 7. Do I think they deserve to be in the top 5? No. But if I was a fan of those teams, I'd be arguing they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this Alabama-Tennessee game was kind of a battle in the first half. There was, under 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Tennessee was on the 2-yard line to cut it close heading into halftime, and Joey Aguilar threw a pick 6, and they returned it 98 yards. Yeah, for a touchdown, obviously. I think that's whenever the game was over. Momentum shifted so much in that moment. The crowd was going so crazy. That's whenever the game ended. I think Alabama probably would have won either way, even if Tennessee scored there instead of a pick 6, because I think Alabama's a great team. But that was the pivotal play of the game. And yeah, I think Alabama's the best team in the SEC.
I agree. Wait, Georgia's? You said AP poll Georgia's 6 or 5?
Georgia's 5.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Alabama is the best team in the SEC. Georgia being a close second.
And then A&M 3rd. I'm just still not sold on A&M, even though they're 7-0.
I know. I don't know.
I think Alabama's better than A&M.
I agree with that, but Georgia had a close game against Ole Miss. I think A&M beats Ole Miss.
I do too. Yeah, this is where it gets kind of tough for them.
At this point, all of this is just speculation, but
it is, and there's going to be.
I won't go 2 and 3, but I will say Alabama. I think is the best team in the SEC.
Agreed.
And I think it could be up for grabs between A&M and Georgia at 2 and 3.
Yeah, I agree. Moving on to another top 25 matchup, we had number 13 Notre Dame versus number 20 USC. Notre Dame won this one 34-24. And this one was kind of a surprise for me because Notre Dame doesn't have too difficult of a remaining schedule. And every year that a Pope has died, Notre Dame has gone 9-3. So I thought that this was going to be the one that they were going to drop.
Really?
So it looks like they're getting upset at some point later in these last 5 games.
Wait, a Pope died?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm stupid.
Yeah. So we'll see.
That Boston Pope is the new one, right?
Chicago. I think. Yeah.
I'm getting my facts mixed up.
But yeah, this matchup actually had a lot of playoff implications. Notre Dame, I'll tell you their remaining schedule. At Boston College.
That's a win.
To win. Navy.
Navy's
undefeated, aren't they?
That could be
that's the one. That's the one that puts them at 9-3.
Yeah, maybe. Well, tell me the rest of their schedule.
Well, that might be the only one that has a chance. At Pitt. Pitt's not bad.
Pitt's not bad, but I think they'll win that.
Syracuse, they'll win that. Yeah. At Stanford, they'll win that. So
I
Navy.
don't know if Stanford beat. Actually, yeah. I was going to say Stanford beat Florida State, but Florida State's not that good.
So I think we mark Navy on the schedule for Notre Dame.
As the game to watch.
Yeah.
Not as a game to lose, but as a game to watch for a potential loss.
And then I'll go ahead and tell you USC's remaining schedule too. They have 2 losses. Let's see if they have any chance at making the playoff. There's one game in here that I think kind of holds them back. But at Nebraska, it's a tough game. I think they win that one.
Yeah.
Northwestern.
That's a win, but yeah, that's a win.
Iowa.
I don't know. Maybe a win?
This is the one that kind of makes this an invalid question. At Oregon. They'll lose at Oregon. And then UCLA, which at the beginning of the year you would say, yeah, USC is going to kill them. That's going to be a fun game now. Battle of LA. UCLA. I kind of hope UCLA wins that. I'm kind of on the UCLA bandwagon, to be honest.
Wait, what was it?
Last one's UCLA.
Versus USC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope UCLA, whoever they play against, I hope they win.
I hope they win out.
Yeah.
I think it'd be awesome.
I mean, they're what?
3-4, I think.
Yeah, I hope they win out.
It would just be fun if they
It would be
won
cool.
out. Like not much would come from it. But
If
it
they
would be
won
fun.
out, what's his name?
Neuheisel
will be in demand.
Yeah, facts.
And like it'd be probably hard for him to not leave UCLA if people are offering him.
Honestly, if UCLA wins out, put them in the playoff. Dude. They'd be 8-0 under new management. Screw the first 4 games of the season. Let's forget about it. They're 8-0. They're undefeated. If they win out, put them in the playoff.
I like it.
That would be awesome.
That would be sick.
Where am I at?
You got Florida Atlantic versus South Florida. South Florida won. It's not a really big game.
Yep. South Florida's continuing to make a case for them to be the Group of 5 team.
Mm-hmm. I still think it might be Navy though.
Yeah. Well. That gets us to a big debate where, let's say Navy finishes the season, their only loss is to Notre Dame. South Florida finishes the season, their only loss is to Miami. What do you do there? Well, but that
I think you'd still probably give it to South Florida.
That also, Miami beat Notre Dame. So would Miami beating Notre Dame be the reason that South Florida makes it
probably
over Navy? Like it actually might
probably.
be. Yeah. But that's a real possibility, though.
Yeah.
It's a real possibility that's what it
comes down to.
That both of them are one loss with losses in Notre Dame and Miami. But yeah, South Florida's a great team. Their quarterback's fun to watch. They're still making a case for themselves.
Missouri versus Auburn.
Yeah, number 16 Missouri at Auburn. Missouri won 23-17. What do you think?
2 overtimes. I mean, this was an interesting game because if you look at Auburn just from like the game, I mean they're what 3-4.
Yeah.
And what Missouri's 5, 6-1.
Yeah, either 5-1 or 6-1.
This game shouldn't have gone into 2 overtimes. I think Missouri should have outright beat them, but I'm not mad at it. I'm kind of indifferent about this game. I don't really have feelings towards any of these teams. I think this just goes to show that even though Auburn is 3-4, they're an SEC team. They can compete with just about anybody any given day.
Auburn is starting to get a glimpse of what it feels like to be an Arkansas fan because they have lost. They've lost a few games now in just absolutely painful fashion.
Yeah,
they're actually for 3-4. They're actually a really good team because they compete every single week.
Just like Arkansas.
Yeah, and then they just so happened to lose. They lost this in double overtime. And Missouri almost sold. Auburn in the first overtime practically handed them the game, and then the kicker, he had such an easy kick to finish it. Kicked it, went over the goalposts. Eli Drinkwitz ran out on the field to celebrate. He thought it went in, didn't go in, had to go back to the sideline. I thought he jinxed it right there, but Missouri ended up pulling it out. Sadly, I kind of wanted to see Auburn win this one, but yeah, this does prove that anyone in the SEC could beat anyone in the SEC at any given weekend.
This shows how hard the conference is.
Yeah. From top to bottom, it's pretty deep, and there's not really one team that I would say. Well, I would say Alabama's a bit ahead of everyone else, but
yeah.
And the last one I want to talk about before we get into Texas A&M Arkansas was a game that I didn't realize had such a big rivalry. I knew it was a rivalry game, but these teams hate each other. Number 23 Utah at number 15 BYU. BYU won this one 24-21.
Yeah. BYU remains undefeated. And I didn't know about the rivalry either.
They hate each other.
Is this just coming from this game or previously?
Apparently it's a pretty it's always been a big rivalry, big enough to make BYU fans cuss at the game, which is a huge deal. Huge deal for Mormons to be cussing. Yeah, and then yeah, this was a great game. BYU, I believe they also stormed the field or rushed the field. Love it. I absolutely love it. But I actually was shocked by this one. I thought Utah was going to win out and then play Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship. BYU's undefeated,
Yeah.
and they're the only undefeated team left in the Big 12. So we may have to start paying them a little bit more respect.
What are they in the AP poll now? They're 11.
They're 11. Yeah, which I actually kind of think that's a good spot
Yeah,
for them.
they moved up 4
Yeah,
spots.
like this win against Utah was a solid win, but
I don't think they're a top 10 team.
yeah, I think everyone in the top 10 has better wins except for maybe Ole Miss. Ole Miss hasn't beat. I don't know. Ole Miss doesn't have too many impressive wins.
I mean, they should have 2 losses. They should have lost to us.
But yeah, BYU doesn't deserve. I don't think they deserve to be in the top 10 over anyone that is in the top 10.
Yeah.
I think it's a good spot for them, but we do have to start looking out for them and actually paying them respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to get into the Arkansas game?
Number 4, Texas A&M. Now number 3 versus Arkansas. Arkansas lost 45-42. And this is a game. I was there for the first 3 quarters, and then, like I said, I was with my hometown friends. They wanted to leave, so we ended up watching the end of the game at the bars. But I thought this was going to be a blowout. The first, it was what, 20 something to, or
It was like 21-6 at one point.
yeah, and I thought for a second we were going to come back because I'm getting my quarters mixed up, but forgive me for that. But Taylon Green looked amazing. Our offense looked amazing. We had some drives where we just couldn't make anything happen, but Taylon is an amazing running quarterback. I mean, if he doesn't see anything, he'll just take off, and more often than not, he'll take off and turn it into a first down and then some. I mean, he had 2 drives, I think, where he just went halfway down the entire field.
Yeah.
Took the game into his own hands. Our defense, like you said earlier, if our defense was just, I won't even say if our defense was a top 5 defense in the country. If we had a top 10 defense in the country, I think we'd be one of the best teams.
Seriously.
In the league,
Well,
in college football.
We are 11 points away from being a one-loss team. And with the schedule that we've had, being a one-loss team, we'd be top 10 right there. So if we just had a good defense, it's hard to say we wouldn't be a top 10 team. But having a good defense is also a lot to say because that's half the game right there.
And I mean, that coming from an Arkansas fan, I don't know how much that says, but I think even non-Arkansas, I was talking to some A&M fans at the bars, and maybe I just got lucky, but all the ones that I talked to were nice people, and they were like, y'all are a good team. I feel like they were like, I feel bad for you guys. Like, you're an amazing team. It's just you guys can't finish it, which I agree with. We can't finish these games. It all comes down to defense or ball security, and it didn't really come down to ball security this time, but it came down to defense, and our defense just doesn't show up. I will say our defense looks minutely better since Bobby Petrino became interim head coach and fired the defensive staff, but still, I mean,
there's still only so much he can
without
do.
New players, he can't really make much of a difference. He has made a tiny bit of a difference, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But those are my thoughts.
Yeah, Taylon Green has the ability. It's probably the most impressive thing I've ever seen out of anyone in this aspect. He has the ability to turn something that looks like nothing into a first down. He'll be scrambling, there will be nobody open, and I'm like, oh, this guy's got a perfect angle on him to tackle him. And he'll somehow turn it into an 8-yard gain or a 17-yard run, or he'll somehow find a guy open for 15 yards whenever you think he's going to get sacked or just have to throw it away. He has that ability for him is one of the best of anyone I've ever seen.
And I will say, because I think it is because of how bad of a team we are, but he's getting overlooked in so many conversations.
Dude, he's an
amazing
great
quarterback.
I hope he gets the
drafted.
he deserves.
Yeah. I hope he gets drafted.
That's why I'm saying with Lenora Sellers is I could kind of understand the Lenora Sellers hype whenever we thought South Carolina was going to be a great team. Now they're 3-4, and he's still getting all this credit It's like they're not much better than Arkansas is, and he's still not putting up the numbers. Taylor Green needs to be talked about more.
If Taylor Green was on any other SEC team, I think he'd be one of the most talked about quarterbacks.
Well, yeah, I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the SEC. Like, seriously, one of the best. He just doesn't have near as much to work with.
Yeah.
Like, if he had the weapons that these other guys had, oh my goodness, like, oh, he'd be hyped up so much. Yeah.
And one other thing I want to say is there was a scare. I want to say right before halftime, maybe after halftime, I forget, but where Taylor Green went down. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him, but I thought he was going out for the rest of the game, and he did go out for the rest of that quarter, which I think it was the end of the quarter, so it was only a few seconds left. But we were in the red zone, and KJ Jackson came in, and he only threw one pass. But I mean, from that one little play I saw of him, I'm excited if he starts
He's the
next
future.
year. He's the future. He was 1 for 1 on passes, and we didn't score, but like I just applaud KJ Jackson for. I mean, he could have left.
So many guys in his position would have already left.
Oh
by
yeah,
now.
and he stuck it out.
Yeah.
With Sam Pittman leaving, he stuck it out with Sam Pittman here. He stuck it out when we had a horrible season last year. He stuck it out when maybe he thought he was going to start and it just didn't. Like he's stayed with us for what, 2 years?
A couple years now, yeah, knowing that he's not going to start and he still stayed.
I hope he starts.
And I hope he
year.
doesn't transfer next year. I hope he stays and gets the opportunity to start. And if Bobby Petrino stays, he coached him up to be good. Bobby Petrino's coached. I mean, he's coached arguably the 2 best running quarterbacks of all time. He was Lamar Jackson's coach at Louisville, and he was Michael Vick's coach with the Falcons for a year. So he knows how to coach a dual threat quarterback. So I hope KJ Jackson stays.
Yeah.
I do respect how he's stuck it out with Arkansas, even when
I think that is why he has stayed. Is Bobby?
Do you?
I think that's one of the reasons. Maybe not the entire reason, but
yeah.
Especially now that he's interim head coach. If Bobby becomes a head coach, which it's looking like that's becoming more.
It's
and
a
more,
real possibility.
It's more and more of a possibility that he will stay head coach next year. And if that happens, I think KJ will start.
Yeah.
And I hope he does.
Yeah. That's all I have for college football.
I just wanted to go over real quick the 3 teams that I thought were this week's winners of college football and the 3 teams that I thought were this week's losers. Something I might start doing.
I like it.
This week's winners, I'm gonna give it to number 8 Oregon from the bounce back win of losing to Indiana last week. I'd said last week that I don't think it'll hurt them much and that I think they'll bounce back, and they did just that. Then I got Louisville for taking down number 2 Miami. Louisville, same thing. They took down undefeated Miami, and then Houston with a home win over Arizona and they're starting 6-1 after a 4-8 season last year. So
it is good. No one's really talking about Houston at all.
And then this week's losers, I'm going to give it to Nebraska for losing to Minnesota. They jumped into AP Top 25 last week, and they're immediately out of it because of the loss to Minnesota. And then I'll give it to Clemson. I mean, any hope of winning the ACC is gone. And a little fun fact, with Klubnik's ankle injury, and because he was out this game, he became the first Clemson starting quarterback to miss a game due to an injury since 2014. Even though Trevor Lawrence missed 1 game, but it was because of COVID-19, which was
that's actually crazy.
Yeah, and then North Carolina. You get Bill Belichick, you think you're going to be amazing, and then you're 2-4.
Yeah.
So those are my wins and losses.
I like that. Moving on to the NFL.
NFL Week 7. What you want to start with?
Shall we start with our Thursday night game, which was Bengals and Steelers? Bengals won this one 33-31. Super close game.
Yeah, I was surprised, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, after last week, I thought Steelers looked. I still do think the Steelers look good.
Yeah.
Aaron's turned pumped. He's gotten into gear. Aaron looks good. Aaron Rodgers. Steelers still look good, but yeah. I mean, this was also Joe Flacco versus Aaron Rodgers. This was
a 2015 game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Steelers have a big lead on their division. and the Bengals are closing the gap. Like, they're making it uncomfortable for him at least. Joe Flacco, he had 342 yards with 3 touchdowns, and he finally realized that he has like the best receiver in the NFL on his team. Which, like, some of their backups, like Jake Browning, he just didn't realize that Jamar Chase was on his team. Like, Joe Flacco's throwing him the ball out, and like, oh, what do you know? It works. You win. Jamar Chase had 16 receptions, which is nuts. And they won the game because of it. Like, this is a point where, like, I kind of am starting to hope that the Bengals can make a push to make the playoffs and, like, last long enough for Joe Burrow to come back. Like, it'd just
What are
be
they?
fun. That's the problem, is that they're not very good. I think they have 3 wins now.
Really?
But they're 3-4.
Okay.
It would be fun.
So what are the Steelers now? 4-3? Or 5-3? Or
they're
5-2?
4-2.
4-2.
But Joe Flacco has given them a little bit of life. Like, it's actually kind of exciting to watch the Bengals now. There for like 3 weeks, it was like, oh my goodness, get the Bengals off my TV. This is the worst football I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, now we actually get to watch Jamar Chase play.
A part of me wonders, though, if it was... I mean, Joe Flacco played amazingly, don't get me wrong, but if it was just like... In Joe Flacco's head, it's like, oh, I'm playing Aaron Rodgers. I need to win this game.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard some people calling it the Unk Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, well, it was.
It was.
I mean, they're both so old.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers was so
But they both look good.
No, they are. They're actually
Really,
both like
yeah.
playing pretty good. Like, I mean, Flacco played great this game, and then Aaron Rodgers has looked pretty good all season.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers was like celebrating, running to the sideline. One of his O linemen like ran over and like kind of tackled him. Dude,
He
looked so mad.
He gets angry, dude.
He does.
He's
dude.
just a weird guy.
He's
but like,
turned so weird over the years, but hey, it works because I think these are the 2 oldest quarterbacks in the NFL. Actually,
I think you're right.
listen, I'm not gonna diss his tactics if it's working because he's still playing good.
Yeah.
So.
You got Rams, Jaguars.
Yeah, moving on to the London game. Rams 35, Jaguars 7. Rams are a great team. Jaguars are a good team. I was not expecting.
I wasn't expecting this, especially with the Jags win over the Chiefs last week.
Yeah.
I thought this was gonna be a lot closer, and it just was not.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford had 5 passing touchdowns. Devontae Adams caught 3 of them. I mean, this was at no point even a game. There's not even much to talk about. It was not competitive at all. Like, it was kind of over from the first quarter.
Yeah.
And I'm about sick of these London games, to be honest. Like, I swear I'm not
done.
We've never had this many London
I
games
hate
in
it.
the past.
I
don't know. We need a.
It's football. It's America. Play it in America.
I like one here and there isn't bad. I get to wake up on
Or
Sunday
play it in a
morning.
state that's cool in America. Play it in freaking Alaska.
That would be cool.
That would be sick.
Play it somewhere where it snows and they're just trying to play in 3 feet of snow.
That's my favorite football weather.
Oh,
is
same.
snow. I think that's football players' favorite football weather is snow.
I think we should start.
Jameis Winston's favorite football weather.
Let's start a movement to take at least one London game and move it to
Alaska.
northern Alaska. Yeah,
or just
the North Pole.
the coldest part of Alaska, and then it's just
Or we just wing
survives?
it, and at the beginning of the week, whatever place on Earth is expected to have the most snow, that's where we put the game that week. Can we do that?
That'd
In
be
that
pretty
Roger
hard.
Goodell, can we do that with just one of the London games? I mean, we have one every single week.
or we play a game just on the coast on an aircraft carrier.
They used to do that for basketball, dude.
Really?
Yeah, they used
That
to
would
have
be
a college.
sick.
We should have an aircraft carrier game. That would be
That's
awesome.
America. That screams America.
Yeah,
Not playing a
facts.
game in
Not
London.
London.
That pisses me off, dude.
Stupid.
Mm.
Stupid.
I mean, what? The players are going home and eating fucking. Oh, I cussed. Sorry. Sorry, Mom. Didn't mean that slipped out. They're going and eating beans and toast right after the game, and
Yeah.
and freaking tartar. What's that tartar sauce? What's that black stuff?
That's,
Marmite?
That's Australia.
Oh,
I think.
what's the stuff that
Yeah,
London's eat? It's like black
Vegemite.
Vegemite.
I'm pretty sure it's Australia.
Really?
I think. Either way,
There's Marmite and Vegemite.
Neither of them are northern Alaska where we're playing in 3 feet of snow. That's what I want. I want the players to be running 4 miles an hour down the field because there's so much snow.
Dude, I'm telling you, snow is the best football weather.
All
right, Saints Bears.
Saints Bears. Bears won 26-14. They now improved to 4-2. Bears are looking good.
I mean, yeah, they've won their past 4 games.
Have they? Did they start 0-2?
I think they did.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bears are looking good. I mean, Caleb didn't play incredible today, but they ran the ball well. They had 222 rushing yards as a team, so they're finding ways to win, even if it's against the Saints who suck. They have 4 wins on the season, which
I think I picked the Saints to win this game too, which
I think you did.
Yeah, which I didn't think was a crazy thing to pick, but I'm not mad that the Bears won.
Yeah, well, the Saints compete every week. Yeah, Bears fans, I'd be happy if I were y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know, y'all. It's promising. It's at least looking promising.
Yeah.
Patriots, Titans. Patriots won this one 31-13. Crazy stat from this game. I think they mentioned it on TV, but Drake May set the Patriots all-time record for highest completion percentage in a game. Did you know he beat Tom Brady? Tom Brady had it at 88%. Drake May today threw at 91.3%.
Really?
Crazy.
Jeez.
Yeah.
The Patriots look good.
They are good. Drake May looks really good. Speaking of promise, he's got a lot of promise.
Yeah.
He's going to be legit. I think Patriots fans are super excited, which I hate. If he turns out to be like Tom Brady, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
If they get another dude that good. I mean, obviously I don't think he'll be as good as Tom Brady, but he's looking really
promising.
Good, which sucks. Like, share the love for some other teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, Patriots look great. This was never really a contest. Titans are really bad. I mean, we say it every week. I feel bad for.
Did I pick the Titans?
I don't remember. I would have to go back.
Maybe I picked. I don't remember.
Moving on to another blowout: Browns versus Dolphins. Browns won 31-6.
Dolphins they're 1-6.
Yeah, they have 1 win over the Jets. And I don't even, to be honest, I don't even know how they beat the Jets.
Yeah, the Dolphins. I mean, which is crazy to me, just because they were a good team last year.
Dude, their offense, like in previous years, was great. Like, this is the fastest
decline of the team.
They just fell off. Like, they weren't like nuts, but they were like a good team.
Yeah.
Like they are.
Tua's just.
Tua today had 3 interceptions and 3 fumbles. Like every time.
I don't think he's there.
Every time that the game would come on Red Zone, it was just Tua turning the ball over.
Yeah.
It kind of sounded like his last name whenever I said that fast.
Tua turning the ball over.
That's kind of. I didn't even mean to do that. Yeah, he might not, and I mean, I hope he's healthy.
I hope he's healthy. I hope he at least lives to a decent age.
Yeah. Dude, he's had some bad hits.
Yeah.
But hey, Browns, you got it done.
You got a good,
Dolphins are terrible. I think they'll be getting a new coach next season. Yeah, there's not much more to say. Battle of 2 bad teams, I think. Panthers 13, Jets 6. I say that Panthers are now 4-3.
They've won the past 3 games.
Yeah. Jets remain winless. Justin Fields got benched after going 6 for 12 with 46 yards, and they threw in Tyrod Taylor to take his place. I feel bad because I like Justin Fields. He's looked really bad. He's really bad.
Yeah.
The Jets are just bad.
Yeah.
But I also think the Panthers are bad. But it's hard for me to say that
I
because they're
thought
4-3.
the Panthers were bad. Yeah, they're 4-3, which is, you would think that's not an amazing record, but the other teams in the league aren't having an amazing record. Like, Chiefs are what, 3
I think
4?
They're 4. No,
4
they
and 3.
They have 3 losses, I think. The Chiefs do.
They're either 3-3 or 4-3.
I think they're 4-3. Yeah, they're 4-3.
Yeah, so they have the same record as the Chiefs. I mean, I think the Colts have the best record in the league, 6-1.
Bucks are 5-1. The Colts are 6-1. Yeah, those are the only 2 one-loss teams left. So, yeah, watch I love the Colts. We
I
can
do
get more
too.
into that here in a second.
Yeah.
Eagles versus Vikings. Eagles won 28-22. Jalen Hurts, I know that there's debate, and we've even said it before, that he's not a great quarterback. And I'm not going to say, well, there's no debate that he's a great player. The debate is that he's not a great quarterback. Today he was slinging it like a great quarterback, though. He was 19 for 23 with 326 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, this is a good comeback win after getting not demolished, but they lost against the Giants last week.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants looked amazing last week, and yeah, I think I said last week that not Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts is, I forget exactly what I said last week. I think it was something along the lines of he's not an amazing quarterback, and I don't necessarily think I was wrong, but he did look really good today.
Yeah. I mean, one game didn't have to sway your opinion at all, but he did sling the ball today.
Yeah.
He threw it. Got the ball to Devontae Smith 9 times. He had 183 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, their offense looked great today. Vikings didn't look bad. Carson Wentz played well. But the Eagles got this one done. They look good. Got back on track because they've had a kind of a rough past couple weeks. Like you said, they lost to the Giants last week. So
Raiders Chiefs.
Yes, this one was
Chiefs won 31-0. And coming from a Chiefs fan, this makes me happy not because we completely demolished the Raiders. The Raiders are an amazing team. We should have won this game, and I'm glad we did, especially 31-0. But the start that the Chiefs have had, and then where they are now, like at the beginning of the season, the first 3 games, I would think Patrick Mahomes, I was actually kind of getting scared.
Yeah.
I did not think. I wouldn't say I thought he was going to have like a Dolphins-esque downfall, but I was getting scared. And Patrick Mahomes has proved that he is still an amazing quarterback.
Yeah, we're at the point where I honestly think the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. There's nothing anyone can do about it. Like it's already doomed. Like really? I think they're back. Yeah, they're totally back.
I mean, they have.
The thing was, the first couple of weeks he had no weapons to throw it to. Now he's got like Xavier Worthy's back. They look so good.
You give Patrick Mahomes at least one weapon.
He can make something.
He can make something happen.
Yeah. Today, I don't know if you saw it. They ran probably This was the first time I've probably ever seen this. They ran a fake freeze play to try to get the defense to jump off sides. Then Mahomes stood up. He's like, "Bro, coach, this play never works." It was basically like a fake freeze play into a fake, all right, we're going to call a timeout and rethink it, he ended up snapping the ball, handing it off. They got a first down on 4th and 1.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, so fake freeze, fake no play. It's a 100% conversion rate as of now.
Is that the first time you've ever seen that?
I don't think I've never seen that before. He literally was like, he did his snap, he did his like
Fake
count,
snap.
like, what? Stood up, he's like, "Coach, this play never worked." What? And just hand it off, and they got it.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Moving on to, this was a crazy game right here. Did we skip the Colts?
No, we haven't talked about them yet.
Yeah, you're right. They were in the later slate.
Giants Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah, 32-33. Broncos snuck out the win with a field goal. I don't know how to feel about this game because if you look at last week, Giants beat the Eagles. I mean, pretty fairly they beat the Eagles. I mean, Cam Scatterbo and Jackson Dart just look like a force to be reckoned with. And Jackson Dart still had an amazing game today.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I've been hearing, I was talking with some people, I was talking with Jake, one of my hometown friends that came in, that Bo Nix is the most overrated football player to ever exist, is what he told me. Word for word is what he told me.
Really? To ever exist
that could have been a misquote. I'm sorry, Jake, if I misquoted that. But he told me that Bo Nix was not a good quarterback and he was the worst quarterback in the league.
Well, today he had 2 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, the Broncos, I want to say the Giants looked better, but the Broncos just snuck out the win and came back and won the game.
Yeah, I was watching these games quad box. Well, I had a quad box with 3 games going, and then the top right corner was red zone. So I didn't have this game in any of the other 3 boxes. The only time I was watching it was whenever it came up on red zone. And I looked, and they were getting smoked. They hadn't even scored yet. And then next thing I know, they scored 33 points all in the fourth quarter and won the game, which was crazy. Their 33 points in the fourth quarter was the second most points in the fourth quarter in NFL history, behind only I want to say the 2007 Bears, I think it was, that had 34. So this was like a serious comeback. Crazy. Bo Nix, listen, his Bo Nix take, I don't agree with it to that extent. There are games that he looks terrible.
Yeah.
And today he was terrible for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
And then the fourth quarter, I mean, he just flipped a switch and he's the best quarterback on the planet for 15 minutes. So I don't fully disagree with that take. I just don't believe it.
And I don't think the Giants are a bad team because of this loss whatsoever. I think the Giants are actually a good team in disguise of a bad team.
Yeah.
I think if Jackson had started, it's hard to say. It's hard to say this, but I think if Jackson had started from the beginning of the season, that the Giants would have a completely different reputation than what they do now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know if that reputation would be good or bad because I don't know. If you put Jackson Dart from the start of the season until now, I don't know what their record would be. I want to say it would be better than what it is now, but I just can't say that for sure. But Jackson Dart looks like he will be the Giants starting quarterback from here until death do us part.
For a while.
For a while
now. He's looking good. I mean, listen, they did lose the game, but the Broncos have the best defense in the NFL, arguably.
Yeah.
And the Giants put up 32 points on them. So it was still a good game for their offense.
Yeah.
Moving on to Colts-Chargers. Colts won 38-24. Coming into this game, there's kind of a lot of people that were starting to question the Colts a little bit because they really hadn't played any great teams yet. So this was a big test for them because the Chargers are solid. And
Chargers are, they're 4-3. Justin Herbert has had a
great year.
Maybe his best season.
Yeah, I would say so far.
So far. And yeah, Colts. And like I was talking, not to bring Jake up again, but we were talking about quarterbacks out on the patio of a bar, and I brought up Daniel Jones, and I was like, it might be one of the. I think I argued he's top 5 quarterback in the league right now.
Which is not a crazy.
I don't think that's
a
crazy thing to say. He thought that was the craziest thing that has ever come out of a human being's mouth. Which, sorry, Jake, but that's what you said, and I disagree with it. And this is my podcast, and I can put you on blast. So I'm putting you on blast. Daniel Jones is a top 5 quarterback in the league, and screw it, I might say he's a top 3 quarterback in the league.
And I wouldn't call you that crazy for it.
They're the most winningest team in the league so far, 6-1.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they beat the Chargers. Justin Herbert played an amazing game, and they still couldn't get the win.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is a good quarterback, and the Colts are a team to be feared.
The Colts are so fun to root for. So fun. JT had 3 touchdowns today. He's playing like his old self. Not that he's ever really not played like his old self, but Colts are just so much fun to root for. And they are legit. You can't question them anymore. They got a good win today against a good team. Justin Herbert did play great. He was 37 for 55, 420 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough. The Colts are just a good team, and they beat a good team today. And they should be feared. It's fun. They're a fun team to root for.
They are. I would have never expected this, ever.
Me neither.
You look at every other season, and you're like, okay, they're going to be a horrible team. They're going to have a couple, they might have 1 or 2 good wins. And you could still argue that they haven't had an amazing, this might be their best win. You could argue that.
It probably is,
but they won.
And it doesn't change the fact that they're the winningest team in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
6-1. So moving on
Packers,
to
Cardinals.
Packers won 27-23. The Packers, I'll just say they've kind of had an underwhelming like past few games after their like strong start. Like
They looked like the best team in the league at the first 2-3 games.
Dude, 2 games into the season, I was sitting there thinking to myself, this might be the best team I've ever seen through 2 games. And I was honestly expecting them to be like a one-loss team throughout the whole season.
Yeah.
They've just been extremely underwhelming since then. They did get the win today, but
Cardinals aren't an amazing team though, and this was a close game.
yeah, it was very
But
close.
like we said, the past few weeks, Black Ops
Yeah.
came out.
Well, Jacoby Brissett started again today. Yeah. And honestly, with Black Ops coming out and with Jacoby Brissett playing pretty good, I think they should just stick with him for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
To be honest, he was 25 for 36, 279 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Do you think Kyler's seen the Black Ops thing?
Oh, he has to have.
Really?
Yeah, he has to have, yeah.
It's probably got into his head enough that it's true.
It probably is true, dude. I mean, he's terrible after Black Ops comes out. I think we're at the point where the Cardinals, I think they should start Brissett for the rest of the season, and then I think they may draft a new QB next year and start over.
Cardinals, you're saying?
It's not working. Like, I think they're getting to the point where they're starting to see that Kyler's not the guy. It's not going to work. I think they should just kind of restart next year, which sucks for an organization. But
if Kyler was a guy, you'd have seen something by now that would have shown you.
Yeah.
You just haven't seen anything.
yeah.
You got Commanders, Cowboys.
Yeah. Cowboys won 44-22.
This was a good game for the Cowboys. But I didn't watch it, so I can't speak on it.
Well, I will tell you that Brandon Aubrey became the first kicker in NFL history to make 5 field goals from 60-plus yards, which was kind of surprising to me with how far these kickers kick from nowadays. I'm surprised that he was the first one to make 5. But
5, like, this season?
I think just 5 in his career, I think, is from what I read.
Really?
Yeah. But he is the best kicker in the game. So good for Brandon Aubrey. I think the Cowboys would also be the best team in the NFL if you didn't have to play defense. If you literally just played offense, they might be the best team in the NFL.
They have a good offense. They have an amazing offense.
Dak is actually having a great year.
And I hate to say that, not because I hate the Cowboys. I actually don't mind the Cowboys. It's just half of this I don't think has even been on the podcast, but previous seasons I've said that Dak is just a fraud of a quarterback, and he's shown he's a good quarterback. To me this year at least. He's played amazing. And yeah, like you said, if scratch out their defense, Cowboys
they're good.
They're good.
They're kind of like Arkansas in a way.
Yeah.
Their offense is incredible and their defense just sucks. But they won today, which the Commanders are kind of underperforming. Last year they were 12-5. That was Jaden's rookie year. I was kind of expecting them to be a little bit better. They're 3-4 this season. I know that he hasn't played. He missed a couple games due to an injury, but I don't know. Kind of disappointed by the Commanders so far this season.
Yeah.
But if you want to make some money, the Cowboys' last 3 overs have hit, and I bet every single one of them.
Really?
So bet the Cowboys overs, but they're probably the lines are about to get high, really high.
And then currently the Falcons, 49ers are playing, and Falcons are about to win 20-10 with a minute left in the fourth. So
I think you bet that too.
I think I bet the Falcons on that one.
Yeah, and I think I had the 49ers, so it's a win for you.
It's a win for you. 49ers are about to win.
Oh shoot, I read that completely opposite.
Yeah.
All right, I take that back.
Yeah, if you don't know, we've been making a little mini game where we pick the upcoming week. We pick our guesses for who's going to win, and I think the standings are, if you want to say them.
Leighton is 16-10 right now, and I am 19-7.
So only 3 losses away, and that's the game. 49ers just won 20-10. So I am now 16 and
11. And I'm 20-7.
So okay, still only 4 games away.
It sounds bigger than it is. It's really not that big.
We have a lot of games left this season to pick. So should we get into next week's picks?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I gotta pull these up. We saved Monday Night Football for today. Tomorrow's Monday Night Football. So tomorrow the Buccaneers play in Detroit against the Lions. Who
Ooh.
you have there? That's a good
really
game.
good game.
That's a good game.
I think I'm the one who usually picks first, so you go ahead and pick this.
All right.
I have the team in mind. Who I think will win.
I'll pick the Lions this week.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go Bucks.
You're gonna go Bucks?
Yeah.
I've been rooting for the Bucks all season.
There's also a rule. We said this last week that I'd be very surprised if it even happens. But if we pick a tie, if we think the teams will tie, it's worth 10 points.
Worth 10 wins.
10 wins.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
there may be a point. At some point in the season, I'm betting.
If I'm down a couple wins and there's only a few games left, I'm picking ties.
You can pick tie for the whole slate.
And just pray.
Yeah.
But I got Bucks.
Okay, I like that. That's a fun game though. That's two good teams.
I think Bucks will just late drive, go down, and win it.
That's how they do it every week. We have 2 Monday night games. The other one is Texans at Seahawks. I will go with Seahawks here.
I was gonna say the same.
Their offense has just been too dynamic for me to bet against them. Sam Darnold has looked great. Jackson Smith and Jigba has been awesome. All right, moving on to the Thursday night game. Vikings at Chargers. That's another good game.
Give me Chargers.
You got Chargers. I actually think I'll take the boring route. I'm also going Chargers. I don't know. Vikings, I still view the Vikings as a really good team, but...
Yeah, I think Chargers can beat.
Chargers are better.
Yeah.
All right. Jets versus Bengals. I will take... This week, I took the Bengals to beat the Panthers. I said it was going to be their first win. I don't know why I did that. I mean, it was close, but I'm going to go the Bengals this week.
Yeah, I'd be pretty dumb to pick the Jets. I'm going to pick the Jets.
All right, another one that's a little obvious.
Did you catch that?
Huh?
I'm going with the Jets.
Oh, you're going Jets. I didn't even. I love it.
I'm going Jets.
I love it.
I got to make some different picks if I want to come back.
That's true. I love it. Listen, I bet them last week, and it was close, but I like that. I didn't catch that at all. I was literally moving on. Bills Panthers.
Give me Bills.
I got Bills too. It's in Carolina. Panthers are 4-3, but they might be the worst 4-3 team I've ever seen.
Yeah.
49ers at Texans.
49ers.
I also have 49ers. I don't know when Brock Purdy is coming back, but Mac Jones has played pretty well. So we have Giants at Eagles again. They just played.
Give me Giants.
I'll stick to my guns. I went Eagles the first time. It did me wrong. I'll go Eagles again.
Okay.
Browns at Patriots. Browns look good this week. However, I got the Patriots here.
Give me the Patriots.
All right. We have Bears at Ravens. I think Lamar might be back for this game. I believe he is.
Give me Ravens.
I want to bet the Bears here, but
do it. I picked Jets.
I picked the Jets last week. I'm going Ravens.
All right.
Because it'll be a vengeance game for the Ravens. Lamar's coming back.
Yeah.
All right, we have Dolphins at Falcons. I have no idea why this line is Falcons minus 1.5. It should be way more than that.
Give me Falcons.
I've got the Falcons. The Dolphins are so unbelievably bad. All right. Buccaneers at Saints. We get 2 Buccaneers games on this. Also go Bucks. The Saints suck. They play close every week. And the Buccaneers also play close every week.
But the Bucks win.
But the Bucks pull it out and the Saints don't. Cowboys at Broncos. This is going to be a fun game. I'll let you pick, and I'll pick the opposite.
Give me Cowboys.
All right, I'll take the Broncos then. That'll be a fun game, I think.
Yeah.
Titans at Colts.
I've got the Colts.
give me the. Maybe they do play a bunch of bad teams too. And then the night game, prime time, we have Packers at Steelers. Aaron Rodgers versus his old team.
Give me Steelers.
Steelers. All right, I'll go Packers then.
I like it.
All right, and that is all the games for next week. I'll save next week's Monday night game for next week's podcast. All right, NBA starts this week on Tuesday. I'm very excited about this because honestly, I'm a huge basketball guy. I love football, but NBA is hot take. It's my favorite league in the world. So
That's not a hot take.
you don't think?
I don't think.
I don't think a lot of people. A
lot more people say football. But
yeah. It may not be a flaming hot take.
I might say I'm kind of 50-50.
Oh, really?
Maybe. I'm probably 50. I'm like 50-50.
Yeah, I love the NBA.
It's hard. I love the NBA. I love the NFL. I love football. So.
But we're going to do our first basketball coverage of this podcast. So I'm going to run through a few players to watch out for real quick. We're doing players for each award. So we have Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved Player, Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Scoring Champion, and MVP. So these players I'm about to list off, I don't have winning any of the awards, but they're still players to look out for. First is Cam Johnson on the Nuggets. He's a tall forward who can shoot well. He fills Michael Porter Jr.'s role perfectly. I mean, they traded for him. Nuggets traded MPJ to the Nets for Cam Johnson, but he fits the role probably better than MPJ does because I don't think I've ever seen Michael Porter Jr. pass a single time, and Cam Johnson does pass, and he's just as good of a shooter, and he's really just as big as he is. My next one is Cam Thomas from the Nets. Every time Cam Thomas is set free in the offense, he scores 30 points a game. The Nets are so bad this year.
He looks so depressed, though, when he plays.
Yeah, he does. The Nets are so bad this year that I think there's no way they don't set him free. So I think he's going to get a lot of minutes. I think he's going to score a lot of points this year.
I agree.
This one's kind of my only bigger name. He's not even really a huge name, but Peyton Pritchard for the Celtics. Since Tatum's out, I think he's going to get a lot more production. And
Tatum's out?
For a while, yeah, he tore his Achilles.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I think I
forgot about that.
He's going to take on more of a scoring role, which we've seen him do. Like at the end of the season.
Do you think he'll still be a six man though?
I don't know. I really don't know. Either way, though, like at the end of each season, we've seen like the Celtics have sat a lot of their guys. They've already secured the 1 seed. They've thrown Pritchard out there saying
and he
like,
balls.
Hey, we've already secured the 1 seed. Go do your thing. And he drops 35 in that.
35, 40. Yeah, it's crazy.
So I don't think they're going to give him like that much freedom in the offense, but he's definitely going to have a lot more to score. So I think his numbers are going to go up a lot.
I like that.
These are two names that some people might not know, but Jalen Johnson and Dyson Daniels, both on the Hawks.
Dyson Daniels was a most improved player last year, wasn't he?
Was he?
I think so.
Year in the NBA. Who's in MVP last year? Tyrese Maxey.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. Wait.
I think it's Dyson Daniels.
Right here it says, no, yeah, you're right. It was Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels.
I thought.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. But yeah, my next two are Jalen Johnson and Dyson Daniels of the Hawks. Last few years, Trae Young's continued to take on a role of more of a passer. He still scores the ball, but both these guys are elite defenders. And if Trae's passing the ball more, I expect both their averages to move up to the high teens, pushing 20s. And I think the Hawks are going to compete in the East. I don't think they're going to make too much noise, but they'll be competing. And then my last one, this is a guy that I don't like. All these other guys, I'm expecting improved stat lines in production. I don't think this guy will have incredible production, but I think his highlights are just going to be incredible. and that's Johnny Furphy of the Pacers. He's a rookie out of Kansas.
I haven't even heard
We've
that.
seen a few. There's just been a few clips of him in the summer league and in practice, just like absolutely postering dudes.
Really?
Yeah, just a white kid. So he's putting on for the culture, I guess. But I don't listen. That's the only guy. I don't think his numbers are going to be out of this world, but we're going to see some awesome clips from him.
Bet.
And those are my players to watch out for that I didn't highlight.
You want to get to the NBA the award predictions?
Yeah. We'll now jump into the award predictions. Let's start with Defensive Player of the Year. Who do you have?
I have Victor Wembanyama.
I also have Victor Wembanyama. He's minus 200.
Evan Mobley won it this past season.
Yeah.
I think.
Wemby just seems like, he averages like 4 blocks a game.
He entered last season as a Defensive Player of the Year favorite. If he can stay healthy, I think even last year the Spurs kind of build their defense centered around him.
Yeah.
And with that, if he stays healthy, I think he has a very high chance of winning.
I agree. I really do think the only way he doesn't get is if he gets hurt for a chunk of the season.
Or if someone else just comes out and the woodworks.
Yeah, this one, there's 2 here that I think are absolute locks. I'll go ahead and move on to the other one. I'm assuming we have the same guy here. Not an absolute lock, but
Rookie of the Year?
Large favorite. Who's your Rookie of the Year?
Cooper Flagg.
Yeah. There's a great class. There's going to be some great rookies. I think it'd be weird if we didn't say Cooper Flagg.
Yeah, and the thing is with Cooper, we've already seen him play NBA talent. He was on the Summer Olympic training team.
Yeah.
And was just balling on these already seasoned NBA players.
Yeah,
so.
future Hall of Famers. Yeah. He was.
If he doesn't win Rookie of the Year, I'll be actually very surprised.
I would be shocked too. There's some great rookies, but we'd be dumb not to say Cooper Flagg. That's why he's minus 300 in the odds. Let's move on. We'll probably have a different answer for this. Most improved player.
Who do you have?
He's not the most favorited guy. I have Michael Porter Jr.
Okay.
He's plus 2,500, so he's got great value. I'm taking him because I don't think this is an award that they value winning as much as the other awards. If you want to be MVP, your team's got to win. Like if you want to be Defensive Player of the Year, your team doesn't have to be great, but you can't be the worst team in the league because that means you haven't made that big of an impact on defense. Most improved player, I don't think they value winning as much.
No, they don't.
And like I already talked about the Nets, he's going to a team that's absolutely terrible. I said Cam Thomas is going to get a lot of shots, and he will. Michael Porter Jr. is probably going to be the number 1 option. He's playing in a role that we've never seen him play in before. He's going to shoot, 30 shots a night. And his averages are going to be so much higher than what we saw in Denver, where he was, the third option, and some nights 4th option. And he was never creating for himself. I think we're going to see a lot more of him creating for himself and just taking more shots.
I like that.
In Brooklyn.
I got, for most improved player, I have Andrew Nembhard.
Nembhard, yeah.
Nembhard. Tyrese Halliburton's out for the season, so that puts him at, I think he's just going to get a lot more playing time. They're going to rely on him more heavily, increasing his role and his usage. He showed up in the playoffs last season and improved in several areas, and I think if that just continues with Tyrese being out, I think you have a very good chance of winning that.
I actually love that pick. I think that's a very good pick. Yeah. Moving on, 6th man of the year. I'm going to give this to the guy that was the minutes champion last year, which I didn't know was an actual award, and apparently he didn't either, but he got an award from the NBA, a trophy from the NBA saying he was the minutes champion. And that's Josh Hart on the Knicks. He's plus 2,000. He comes in the game and then he never goes back out after he comes in. He plays super hard. The Knicks are going to be a great team, and he's going to have a big impact on them. I don't have much more else to say. That's my 6th man of the year.
All right. And mine is Naz Reid.
Naz Reid, yeah.
He's a big who can stretch the floor, score efficiently. He offers a different – this is why I picked him mainly. He offers a different kind of a different angle for a 6th man. Most 6th men are most six men are often guards.
Yeah.
He's not a guard. He's a big man, so I think that helps him. And he's among the top bench players in recent season. Among the top bench contributors in recent seasons. Like he comes in and he contributes to the team. So
in a big
way.
Yeah.
So I got him.
Scoring champion. I think there's a solid chance we'll have the same guy here.
I don't think we will at all.
Oh, really?
I think.
Well, then we probably won't. I have Shea at plus 140.
I think that's. I like that pick, and he won it last year, right?
Yeah, he was the scoring champion last year, I believe.
I think that is most likely going to happen.
Yeah.
But I picked Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
But that's purely because he's one of my favorite players out of the guys who I think can actually win that title.
Yeah.
And he finished fourth in points per game last season, so I don't think it's out of the question that there's a good chance he could win it.
Yeah. No, he definitely could.
I just didn't want to pick Shea.
Yeah, which I like.
Yeah.
I like the contrast.
Yeah.
All right, you want to move on to MVP?
Yeah.
All right, my MVP this year at plus 225, I think Jokic is going to get his fourth one.
Yeah, I had the same.
Yeah, I don't know. He's, in my opinion,
he's preseason favorite, and he's
just
he's a safe pick. He's just a monster.
Yeah, there's voters fatigue, and that's why LeBron didn't win MVP for 10 years straight. But I think the reason Jokic didn't get it last year is because the voters didn't want to vote for him again, and so they gave it to Shea. I think him and Shea are going to be the ones competing for it, but they gave it to Shea last year, so I think that Jokic will get it.
Yeah. And I was thinking about this, like how many MVPs do you think you could name? Like out of starting from the most recent one being Shea and just work your way down. How many do you think you could name? I don't think I could. I mean, obviously I know Shea.
I think I could get the 2000s pretty easy, but
you think?
There's a chance I could. I'll give it a shot. I'll close my computer. All right. You had Shea last year. Jokic, Embiid.
Shall I pull up a list to see if you're...
Yeah, go for it. Hide your computer from me
MVP
too.
List.
NBA MVPs in order, maybe.
All right.
You have it?
Yep.
All right. You had Shea, Jokic, Embiid. Jokic. Giannis, Harden, Westbrook. Curry, Durant. LeBron, Derrick Rose, LeBron, Kobe. Dirk, Nash, Kevin Garnett, Duncan, Iverson, Shaq, Karl Malone, Jordan. This is where it starts to get tough a little bit.
Doing good so far.
I think we're at 1997 now.
Yes.
Karl Malone again, Jordan, David Robinson, Elijah Wan, Charles Barkley, Jordan, Magic. Man. Am I still on?
Yeah, you're 100% so far.
Okay.
You're at 1988.
Okay, 1988. Jordan, Magic, Bird. Moses Malone, Julius Erving, and then Kareem's first one. This is difficult. Which now leaves us at 1979.
Yes.
Which is Moses Malone, Bill Walton, Kareem. This one gives me trouble every time because it's a weird player. 1975 is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Bob McAdoo.
Yep. You're 100% so far.
All right. Kareem again.
Yep.
Dave Cohen's, which is a weird one. That's why I remember it.
Yep.
He used to give me trouble.
Correct.
Kareem again.
Correct.
Oh, man.
You're at 1970.
Willis Reed.
Yes.
Another weird one.
That's
Wes
correct.
Unseld of the Bullets.
That's correct.
Wilt. Bill Russell,
Holy shit.
Oscar Robertson, Bill Russell.
You're at 1961.
Okay, we're on the final stretch. We only got like 6 years left, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, if you name... Okay, I'm not going to say anything. You're at 1961.
Okay. Bill Russell again. Wilt. Bob Pettit.
Yep.
Bill Russell's first one. Bob Cousy. And then that leaves us at 1956, which was the first ever MVP, which was also Bob Pettit.
You went 100%.
Let's go.
That's crazy.
Let's go.
Insane.
I knew I could get the 2000s pretty easy. That's wild. I did not think I was going to be able to get that. That's awesome.
I don't even think I could get the first two, maybe.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. That's a clip.
Yeah, surely.
Hopefully that's a clip.
That's incredible. That's awesome. I told you I'm a basketball guy over football. I know.
I like to say I'm a basketball guy too, but I don't think I definitely couldn't have done that. So, you want to do finals predictions?
Yeah, let's do our finals predictions. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. I have a pretty chalky one, which I think is different from yours, based on the brief conversation we had earlier. I think the Thunder are coming out of the West. There's a few teams in the West that could compete. I think the West is tougher than the East is. I still think the Thunder are the best team, and I think they might be for a while because they're so young. So I got the Thunder out of the West. I got the Knicks out of the East. I don't think the East is as strong this year. Celtics are without Tatum. Pacers are without Halliburton. 76ers will probably be without their whole starting five the whole season because they'll probably all get hurt like they do every single year. The Bucks aren't near as good this year, so I'll save you some time. I won't go through every single team. I think the Knicks are coming out of the East, and then I have Thunder in 6.
Okay, Thunder versus
Knicks, Thunder in 6.
I like that. I really like that. I think that's very plausible. And I also had Thunder, but I had the Cavaliers.
I like that. I do like that.
Obviously, OKC, you have the defending champs. They have a young core. Would not be surprised if they just do exactly what they did this past season. Yeah. And the Cavs, they have also retained their core. And they lost to the Pacers in the playoffs last season.
Mm-hmm.
But the Pacers are without their star player, Tyrese.
Yeah.
So I think if it replays the same, which I don't know if it will, but if it does, Cavs beat them.
Well, and they had the best record in the regular season last year. They're incredible.
They're incredible. Year. So I got Thunder, Cavs, and I didn't think this far in 5. Cavs
in 5. Yeah. Oh man, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that take. Dude, the Cavs are kind of a team that, like, I'll admit it, I wasn't thinking about them that much. So I do like that take because I don't know, they're
a good team.
They're really good and they're kind of overlooked and they're pretty much returning basically the exact same team.
Yep.
So I like that. I will tell y'all, I was looking at season win totals for every team, and there was 2 that really stuck out to me. If y'all want to place a bet. One was the Celtics over 42.5. 42.5 to me, they're missing their star player, but the Celtics have multiple star players. And I hate to say that because I'm not a Celtics fan. But they had 2 guys on the U.S., or I guess Drew Holiday might not be there anymore, but they still have Derek White. They still have Jaylen Brown. They still have Peyton Pritchard. They still have Al Horford. 42 wins is really low to me. I don't know. I like the Celtics to win more than 42.5 games. The other one was the Pistons. The Pistons they're a really solid team that's just historically been, well, not historically been bad, but in previous years they haven't been great. Cade Cunningham is awesome. They've got a great core around him. I think the Pistons will have a good year. They'll win over 45.5 games. Those are the 2 win totals that stuck out to me. If you're looking to place a bet future this season, those are the 2 teams to take. You want to do blind resumes?
Yeah. So we're going to do blind resumes. You have 2, right?
Yeah.
We each give a player A and a player B. We give their stats for each player, and then the other person will pick who the better player is and guess who the player is.
We can kind of guess, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll guess if we think we know.
Yeah.
You want to go, or you want me to go first?
You read me yours first.
All right, player A, points per game. This is based off of last season.
Now I'm starting to get scared that we picked the same players. I didn't even think about that.
Dude, I don't think we did.
All right, bet.
Player A, points per game, 26.8.
Okay.
Rebound. Should we go points per game, rebounds per game, rebounds?
No,
Okay.
read me all of.
Okay, player A.
first.
Points per game last season, 26.8. Rebounds per game, 8.7. Assists per game, 6. Field goal percentage was 45.2. 3-point percentage was 34.3. Free throw percentage was 81.4. Averaged 0.5 blocks and 1.1 steals.
Dude, I'm trying to think about who this is.
If you want me to reread a stat, let me know. You want me to go with player B?
Go for player B. Go ahead.
Player B, points per game, 23.9. Rebounds per game, 5.2. Assists per game, 5.5. Field goal percentage, 47.2. 3-point percentage, 37.5. And free throw percentage, 87.8. 0.2 blocks per game, 0.9 steals per game. If you want me to reread anything, let me know.
I'm saying this may be way off. I'm saying player B is Steph Curry. And I'm saying player A. Read me player A's points, rebounds, assists again.
Player A's points was 26.8, rebounds 8.7, assists 6.
That's a loaded stat line, dude. 26. I don't think it's LeBron, but I'm gonna say it's LeBron. But anyway, before you say who it is, I'll tell you who I want more. I want player A more.
Are you sure?
It's the guy that I would pick.
Okay. Okay, you want me? Player A was Jason Tatum.
Tatum. All right.
Now, I wanted you to pick player B because this is more of a personal
Bias.
But yeah. Player B was Tyler Hero.
Was it?
Yeah. You said he was Steph Curry.
Yeah, so there you go. There you go.
Tyler Hero had a better field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage than Jason Tatum, but Jason Tatum pretty much led in every other stat. So
the reason I thought that Steph Curry was wrong was the points per game. I thought he averaged around, and he might have. I think he averaged around 20 in the 25 area.
Yeah.
But all the other stats resembled Steph Curry to me. So even the 3-point percentage.
Tyler Hero is a 3-point shooter.
Yeah, because Steph shoots a lot, so at 37 is not a bad 3-point percentage at all.
No.
All right, that is interesting.
Now, I will say, before we go into Peyton's, I love basketball. I love NBA, but I know a lot less players than Peyton does. So hopefully your players are well-known players.
Yeah, you should know who they are.
Okay.
All right, I'll go player 1 or player A. 27.7 points per game.
Damn.
5.7 rebounds per game. 4.5 assists per game. 0.6 blocks per game, 1.2 steals per game, 45% from the field, 35% from 3, 84% from the line.
45% from the field. What was 3-point?
35.
And free throw?
84%.
Okay. Player B.
All right. Player B. 31.1 points per game.
I know who it is.
Hold on, let me finish. I don't think you do.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I'd be surprised. 4.6 rebounds per game. 5.2 assists per game. 1.8 blocks per game. 3 steals per game. 55% from the field. 37% from 3. And 77% from the line. Which player do you want more?
Read me.
Sorry, go ahead.
Read me both points per game again.
Player A, 27.7. Player B, 31.1.
Read me their field goal percentage.
Player A, 45 from the field. Player B, 55 from the field.
I want player B.
All right. Player B.
But don't tell me. I want to guess.
All right, bet.
You said 31.2 points per game.
31.1.
That immediately made me think of Shea.
Is that who you think it is?
But I have a feeling it's not because you said it's not who you think it is.
We'll see.
But I'm going to go Shea for player B. Player A, I really don't know. That could be a lot of people.
You taking a guess or no? You just want me to tell you?
27.
27.7 points per game.
It's a name.
Huh?
It's a well-known name.
Yeah.
Is it a guard?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not gonna. Is player B Shea?
Player A is Anthony Edwards.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Player B is me in my men's league last year. Accurate stats. We filmed every game and got bullied for it.
I want Peyton over Anthony Edwards.
So I'm better than Anthony Edwards. It's basically
the field. The players might be a little different.
Yeah, but my stats incredible.
Yeah. Wow. I don't think you know who it is. That's awesome. That
was the whole reason why I wanted to do that segment.
That's awesome.
All right. Before we get into the last thing, I think I made predictions on who I thought was going to make the All-NBA team. So I'll read those off real quick. All-NBA first team, I have Shea, Ant, Luka, Giannis, Jokic. There's a couple that you could you could swap with the second team. In the second team, I have Brunson, Steph, Cade Cunningham, Paulo, and Wemby. I think Wemby and Giannis are the ones that I could see flipping from first to second team. And then third team, I don't see these guys moving up too much. There's a couple that have a chance, but third team, I have Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, LeBron, KD, and Cat. I could possibly see Cat maybe moving up to second team. The rest of the guys I see more at a third team level, and I'd be kind of surprised if they moved up, but I do think that they're good enough to still be on NBA third team. I just want to get that before we move into our last thing, which is spinning the wheel for our teams, right?
Yeah, we are going to spin a wheel where it gives us a random team, and then we will be a fan of that team from beginning to end of season, where we root for them, and they're just our favorite team for the season.
So every year I'm just such a fan of basketball that I don't really have a team, but this year I kind of want a team, but I can't just straight up choose a team that's good. So we're gonna spin a wheel, and whoever it lands on.
Now, I have a team. I'm a Miami Heat fan, so it's gonna be hard for me to cheer for another team. But it's gonna be especially hard for me to cheer for another team if they're better than the Heat.
Yeah,
if they're better than the Heat, I'm gonna be mad. But I mean, the Heat I don't think are gonna be good this year, so it might be a lot of teams that are better than the Heat. So
yeah.
Do you want to do 2 spins and pick one, or 2 spins if you don't like that, suicide third spin?
Or 2 spins, don't like the first one, suicide the second one. Like you don't pick.
So you spin once, if you don't like that team, suicide second spin?
Yeah. Should we do that?
Okay.
All right, and we're each doing our own spins. And I'll say this before I pick whoever mine lands on, I'll place $300 on them to win the NBA championship. So.
Okay. I won't say the same. You want to put it here in the middle?
Yeah. You want to do yours first? Or?
Not really.
All right, I'll do mine first.
No, screw it. I'll do mine first.
All right, bet. Go for it.
I just tap it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Maybe not. Or yeah, I think maybe drag it.
There we go.
Oh, man.
Oh,
the Knicks.
okay.
You gonna rock with them, or you gonna?
Oh, Knicks are good.
They're really good. They're my finals prediction. I don't know if I'm on camera. Are you rocking or are you suiciding?
No, I'll rock with the Knicks.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Do I get this?
The organization, newest New York Knicks fan. If I land on the Bulls, then this is rigged.
We're taking a picture.
Yeah. All right. Oh, man, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. All right. I'll say this now. I'll be upset about a lot of teams. If I get the Wizards, I'm going to be really upset. That's like the one team I'll be really upset about. Oh.
Golden State Warriors.
Oh, man, this puts me in a tough spot.
They're good.
Oh, this puts me in a tough spot. Because 10 years ago, I said no one would ever see me in a Warriors jersey.
Really?
I told my mom if she ever saw me in a Warriors jersey to shoot me on the spot because it wasn't me. So with that being said, you know what? I'm going to be bold. I don't want to get shot by my mother. I'm going
Suicide.
again. I just can't rock.
No.
Oh!
No.
Wait.
You got
Can
the,
we do that
you
or
got
no?
the Knicks. No, you can't do that.
Do we not do
you
that?
got to respin
land
it.
on the Knicks.
Land on the Knicks.
All
so.
right. Oh my gosh, the pressure is insane.
It's got to be different teams.
This is $300 down the drain. The Thunder! Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes! Yes, we got the Thunder. We maybe. Oh, that's a
Damn
relief.
it.
I don't have a Thunder hat in here, but I do. I have one in my room, but I don't really want to go get it.
Grab it for the thumbnail.
Well, I think I have a hoodie and a jersey and a.
I don't have any Knicks gear. Let me do some quick shopping real fast.
All right.
You got the hat?
My Thunder's hat and my two Thunders jerseys are both at my parents' house. But with that being said, I do have this.
Let me close this.
I have too much NBA gear. Actually, I don't. I'm trying to get every single team.
Thumbnail picture.
Your newest Knicks and Thunder fans. Let's go. That's a relief.
I'm not mad about it.
I thought that was $300 down the drain, and it might be.
You might win the entire freaking thing.
That's big, and I can go to Thunder games because they're literally the closest team to Fayetteville.
Hey, give us a chance to go to New York.
We should.
We should go to New York. That'd be fun.
All right.
Once this podcast takes off, I want to
Yeah.
do okay. Last I want to leave you with verse of the day. We forgot to do it last week, and I'm gonna burp. I sincerely apologize for missing this last week. So I will do the one that I was going to do last week, which is Proverbs 5, verse 21 through 23. For the Lord sees clearly what a man does, examining every path he takes. An evil man is held captive by his own sins. They are ropes that catch and hold him. He will die for lack of self-control. He will be lost because of his great foolishness. I just like that because it kind of convicted me when I read that, and it holds me accountable when I read that. So, yeah.
Amen.
There you go. Episode 5 done.